Hello my friends and welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk a little bit about Patreon, what it is, what it does. This video was actually requested by one of my supporters. He says he's very happy to support me on Patreon, but at first he was a little bit reluctant because he didn't understand how Patreon works. So this is the video explaining how it works, what it is. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is to reassure you that Patreon is a very secure and safe service, very trusted service. It is basically the industry standard for supporting your creators online, and it's used by thousands and thousands of different creators, filmmakers, artists, musicians, online lecturers, researchers, stuff like that are using this to connect with their community, and is of course also used by millions of supporters reaching out to their creators trying to support their project. And this is really, really nice. And for me especially, I do this channel because as an artist, I know that it's kind of hard to get started in art, get started as a creative. So I want to help as many people as possible, share my knowledge and my insights and help you along the way, because I know it is a big step. It takes a lot to get started, to do this, to trust your own instincts, creative instincts, and to improve your skills. And I'm really proud of you. And this is also why I see all of you as my students, not just any kind of viewers or clicks or views or stats. You are my students. I really like that about my channel. And with Patreon, I have a chance to connect closer to the people who want to connect to me, who want to learn with me and from me how to be creative, how to use Affinity Photo better. So I see my Patreon supporters as my digital online family for my channel. And this is a really nice and warm feeling to connect to them. And I try to give back to them in a very special way. So Patreon works in that way. That is a subscription-based service, and you have different tiers, so you can freely decide how much you want to give. It starts at $1, and I have different tiers for different rewards, basically. So $1 gives you my videos 1 week early, and then there is the $3 tier where you also get all my files. So you can see here, for example, I have a post. You probably haven't seen this tutorial yet if you see the video very fresh. This is coming in a week, basically. And here are the files that are shared with my $3 supporters. So you can see it's 2 files, actually. One file I used for the preparation. This mostly looks a little bit better because I had more time to work on it. And the other one is a live one that I'm using live through recording of the video, and I want to share both so people can compare them, learn from them. A lot of people really like that because it gives them a chance to look at exactly what I have done at my settings and play around, of course, with that. So that's a nice kind of a reward. As you can see, there's another level. It's a $5 per month reward. This is also access to my behind the scenes videos. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, by the way, before I show you, here's another thing. I asked my community because, like I said, they are my online family. I really trust what they are saying. I really like to talk with them about my episodes, but also about things that I try or plan to do, or kind of thoughts and fears and feelings that I have about the channel. So here I'm asking them, what should we do with Discord? I have a Discord channel, haven't had them for many months, but I'm not sure what to do with that. So we talk a little bit about that, try to figure that out. And down here, as I said, is 1 second. There is here's the behind the scenes. One of the videos, I think here you can see it's episode 13. So I made already 13 videos. I made one every 10 days. And this is outside of Affinity Photo. I talk about everyday artistic life, the life of a creative, of a creator, and the community, my supporters. They ask me or give me topics I should talk about. So this time it was about copyright. I'm not giving legal advice because I'm not a lawyer. I'm more talking about how do you handle copyright, where do you find the information on how you can use the files, and how do you use copyright in your everyday life as an artist. So it's pretty interesting, and I try to keep the episodes at about 15 minutes. Another thing that I really like about Patreon, and that really is nice as a connection to the community, is the feedback. So you can see up here, you have this community tab, and this is where the community has the possibility to post their own creations. So when they watch my tutorials, they create their own versions of that. And we talk about that. I give them feedback about their creation. You can see here different kind of files that have been created. And we talk about how can this be improved, if there are little mistakes in them, stuff like that. And this helps the people a lot because they get very individual feedback, notes, and more information than I would have in my normal video. And also, I feel like the people who are part of my Patreon family, they get a lot more out of my videos because I think on one side, when you spend money, even if it's just a little bit of money, you want to get your money's worth, so you spend more time on it. You are more intense on the learning process, on connecting and also getting the feedback because you spend money on it. This is understandable. If you get something for free, it doesn't matter if you throw it away or not, but if you spend a little bit of money, you want to get something out of it. So I feel like my supporters on Patreon have more and learn faster and better by being part of this closer community. Also helping each other is a very important part of that. Another thing that I want to point out, and this is especially part about me, is I really, really love that so many people watch my videos, but there is a huge difference between watching something and seeing the person behind the videos. And this is about recognition for me, because everybody can just post a video on YouTube and get some views, but it is a much bigger step to be recognized as the person behind the videos. And even if people give you just a little bit, I know that it took them a bit of thinking, because money basically is the one thing that we need for our everyday survival, and to give back a little bit of that to your creator is a big step, and it's a big, how can I say, it's a very big gesture. It's like a warm hug. So I really like to be recognized in that way. It really makes me feel good about my channel, my tutorials, also about my community, and also about being seen as the person behind the video. So that is very, very nice. And I'm very grateful to everybody who is doing that. So yeah, this was the video about Patreon. I hope I gave you a good picture what it does. If you have more questions, please write it in the comments. And if you want to be part of my Patreon family, I'm very happy to welcome you into our family, give you feedback, and connect to you closer. Thank you very much, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye!